inspiring entrepreneurs and beginners to recognize and design unique, innovative business opportunity is our objective. Welcome to another exciting episode of From the Cradle on Television Nigeria. I am Sandra GUANA. The promotion of safe employment is indeed a worthwhile project. However, there are failure rates due to poor sales, intense competition, lack of capital, managerial ability, financial and emotional risk. Regardless of all these hindrances, why do people still go into business?
So if you want to start this kind of business, you have to have the passion for it. That's the first thing I would say. If you have the passion for it, you should do it, because it's really, sometimes it's discouraging. So when you start, you don't get it, you're discouraged. But if you have the passion for it, you keep on doing it. You will do it till you get it. There's so many times I've made lot of mistakes. Sometimes you bake a cake and it's like stone, it's so strong that if it falls, it won't break. But the thing is, you keep doing it, keep learning, go for classes, that's just it.
Business is a thing that we really need to go into as a person, and secondly, you don't really need to wait for that white-collar job that you are lucky to have. But mind you, when you have any little money, you can go into any kind of business of your choice.
It's the passion I have for it right from when I was very young. I love cooking, I love kitchen work, I love baking. So about 15 years ago, I've been doing that.
I'm learning how to bake cakes.
So how many cakes have you baked?
Just one cake.
How many have you baked?
One.
Entrepreneurship is promoted to alleviate the unemployment problems, to overcome the problem of stagnation and increase competitiveness and growth of businesses and industries. Today on From the Cradle, we'll be traveling through the journey of success with a woman whom I tag as Powerhouse, a positive spirited woman who is contributing her quota to the economic growth by creating job opportunities, inculcating the spirit of entrepreneurship in the lives of adults and younger generation. Hello, Sandra. Hello, how are you? Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you. It's good to have you here. It's nice having you in this beautiful arena. Your cake everywhere is beautiful. I don't even know where to choose first.
Thank you.
First of all, we thank you so much for having us. But then, we want to know you. How can you know you? How did you get to this point of this beautiful arrangement?
He's been God all along. I just have to give it back to him. My name is Mrs. OLOMAKAN. The journey started years back. Around 2001, I baked my first cake. And gradually, I just have passion for the business. Initially, I didn't intend to do business with a cake. I just love cake. That was the real thing that started the business. And I baked my sister's cake, and everybody started loving the cake. It was like, how did I get to this? One of my cousins bakes back home years back. She's also into the business now. And I watched her while she works, and that was why I picked some little together. And I was able to bake for my sister while she was not around. And in 2007, I baked for my son's first year birthday in Abuja here, and everybody was like, wow, this is beautiful. They want to bake cake. I don't do business. I have a friend that bakes cake. So when we wanted to do my son's birthday cake, we came together to do it together to be able to achieve it. She's better than me in the cake business stuff. And we were able to do it together. But since after that, people started asking me, they want cake, they want cake. Initially, I just asked them, just bring money for material, because I don't intend doing the business. Just I want to help a friend around that needs to bake. And like that, I started creating passion for it. When I came into Abuja, there was no job around. Searching for a job, I just remember that I have something I can make money with, and I started the business through the friends that have been coming for the free one. So the next one they are coming back now, you need to pay. And just like that.
So when did you perfect cake baking?
Perfecting the cake baking started around 2008. I have a sister and colleagues in the business. I went to her because I used to love her cake. It's always looking like a magic to me when I see the hat come over work. So I walked down to her and said, please can I learn? And she said I have to pick up a form, then pay the fee, and I started learning with her. This business, to go into the proper business, you actually need the knowledge. And in search of the knowledge, it's better to go to people that are better than you. You have to get a mentor. So she is my mentor up to now, and I just walked into her and took the form and we started the training, and I was really enjoying all the magic. She unwrapped all the magic for me about the cake, and she made me see that actually I can do it. And after that training, learning cake is not something that takes years like what we spend in school to learn some other profession. The training took me just like a month with her, and after which I became the professional I am today. I gradually practice every day. When I see somebody that wants to do cake, I jump up, whether I'm making money from it or not. I'm just happy to do the work. And from my house, I have my #1 critic, which is my husband. He will just walk in and say, this cake, wow, I can't pay for this, but I'm your customer, this is bad. He will just let me badmouth it, and I was like, wow. July is now starting. And she said, that's the best. If you have to start again, that's the best. And I have my younger sister too. They both put them out together and condemn my work, and they get me stronger day by day. If they take the cake, they will get to the last recipe of the cake, that this something is missing, this one is right, this one is wrong. They will help me utilize the cake, and I just have to, I know because of them I have to get the best even before the customer will see. Even when they condemn me, sometimes customer my while is, but because they want the best of me and they keep criticizing my work and I keep getting better. I'm always in the journey of looking for more knowledge. I learn everywhere. Anywhere I see things like what you saw earlier today, the Nigeria top bakers, they do some sharing monthly like this, and so many other groups I belong to in Cake Association. But for the journey of the knowledge, I search for anywhere, both local and international, because you just need to get better. Cake is not what you learn today and you just think you have known it all. You can't know it all. New things keep coming every day. So that is why we keep improving by going out to search for knowledge day by day, in which brought about the training school we opened here to be able to share the knowledge to other people, because sometimes you might be stuck in the search of your knowledge. In search of knowledge, maybe you might not know the right place to go to. So that is why you just keep searching and seeing, well, when I see new things, I want to know who did it, how did they achieve it, can I learn?
How did you get the idea of saving children?
Also a mother, and my children, when I'm working, they admire my work. They are curious to know how I achieve whatever I'm doing. So 2000 and that was 2015. We opened the other branch of particles. We've been doing the business in the house since 2007 in the house, but we saw the business was bigger than the house, so we opened that place, and not just sort of putting children together, because my children were on holiday. We were tired of just education part of life. Let's do something different. So we came together. I started with my children anyway. Two of them, and I have a little baby, which was 3 years old that time. She was even ready to be in the class. And we came together and we started the class, and their friend was like, we want to join. And gradually, the first class we have about, our first day in the school, we have about 8 of us. And gradually we grew into 15 in the first section. And the class could not contain us back in the old plastic dolls shop. It could not contain us, and we have to put banner out, and parents start coming, so we extended to second batch. Like this year now we are having 3 batches. Not only cake we train for children, because some parents, we are so busy, even me, I'm guilty of that as well, because sometimes I'm not at home to attend to them, to show them how to do some things. And through the school they're able to learn. Like after the last section we did fried rice, jollof rice and all that. My daughter is 9 years old now. She can handle kitchen perfectly. I can sit back and tell her, make me fried rice, and she will do and serve the whole house.
Right now we're going on the break and we'll be right back sharply. Don't go anywhere. So how long do you
under 30 minutes.
Wow. If you have it in the morning and somebody say within 5 minutes you should just finish 6 minutes so that you take away.
Honestly, that's one of my major particles. And I always have a lot of research work. When some customer will have to call him and they will take him home. I've never disappointed any one of them.
Even within
1 hour.
Wow. Beautiful.
The cake is ready.
Okay, I understand you have employees. How many of them do you have, and again, what do you expect the most from the employees?
For now we are about 11 altogether, and for my expectation on them, we expect so much. For my expectation, I put the trust of the company in their hands. I expect the total loyalty from them and diligence at their work.
Do you work locally or nationally?
We work nationally. We take our cake anywhere in this country. We also transport it to our customers outside Abuja. We take to Cradle, even Lagos, Osun State, Ekiti State, any location they want us to present our cake there.
We have so many people baking here and there, but what is unique about your own cake?
I can say, even though you have thousands of people, there's always a difference in taste. The cake itself is all about, like, everybody knows how to cook rice. But when I cook my home, it's going to be different from your home somehow when you taste it. So that's the same thing with cake. I have my special recipe that some other people don't have. And even if I have the same recipe with you, the way I do my home might be different from your home, and which makes it so unique and different, and make people to appreciate it more.
Okay. So now, why did you choose this covering location?
I needed bigger space, because the Lord has been helping the business to grow. In the space of 3 years that we opened at the first place, we discovered that it cannot contain us again. So we choose to make a bigger way, and most especially on the training, we want to expand on the training, because each time we call on class, the space that we have there could not contain us. So we decided to make it bigger, and we want somewhere very easy for people to locate within and outside, from outside the state as well.
Okay, as a business owner now, what do you think are your responsibilities?
My responsibility is to make my customer happy, to satisfy my customer at all costs. So we do our best to satisfy the customer and to give the best from this company to them.
Have you ever turned down a client?
Yeah, because you know, this cake industry, you can't just do it all. The cake, like, sometimes I might get so over busy that I have to turn down some customer. But we have a lot of cake associations that can just refer to any of my friends that is available. Go to so place, they will give you the same we give you, and it will be best. And that is why we also train students. I can also refer to my students. I can even take over the order and tell her, produce this cake and come and deliver it to my shop, or direct the customer to.
Okay, now if you have one piece of advice to give to someone that is just starting out there, what would that be?
For someone that is just starting, cake industry is actually a very good one. Easy to enter because you don't need so much capital to start. With your piping bag and your icing cone, that's about 2,000 naira. And possibly, I can assure you with like 20,000 naira, you can start a business. Because you just need your hand mixer, which is like 6,000 naira. I'm giving price because I sell. Your piping bag, the disposable piping bag is 100 naira. And your tip is like 250, 300 naira. So you can start a good butter icing with that. You don't have to start so big and you grow gradually. I also started from my kitchen. I started doing the cake gradually and growing into something. I started using my hand to mix, not even a mixer, to mix the cake, which was far cheaper than buying all the tools. I started with my hand and gradually I grew into what I am today.
Okay, lastly now, how do you handle a mom, a wife, a sister, all those things? How do you put them together?
It's actually a big task. It's a big task. Thank God I have a very understanding husband, a very supportive one, honestly. In the whole industry, a lot of people give that kudos to my husband. It's not easy because some nights I have to serve cake as dinner. It's not easy when the man has gone out and has to come back, but by God's grace we've been able to balance it. Because when you have so much cake, as a baker, you don't get tired until you finish the work. I can be at work till like 12. I don't know how taxing doctor engineers work are, but baking work is very taxing. Because you cannot stop. You can't imagine you spoiling somebody's wedding day. It's a very big crime. So, like I have a wedding cake to present, and I have not finished the work on it, and it's 1 o'clock, and I need to go home and cook. My sister, I'm very sure for a baker that I am, I would choose satisfying my customer before my family, because I want them to be happy. Also, I want my family to be happy. But over time, my family has get to understand the nature of my business, and you really need the support of your family to get this business going. I got the best of the husband, honestly, because he stands in the gap that I'm missing in the house for me, honestly. And I have my siblings around that will also help me to fit in the gap, and also create holiday time for my family so that we can spend some time together. We sometimes go out in the summer, not necessarily outside the country, sometimes outside the country and even back home here. And I don't do anything on Sunday. No matter how many millions you are bringing to me, I'm at home with my family on Sunday. We bond very well on Sunday. And that is only our resting time and our bonding time.
I was about asking you that very deeply. Thank you so much for having us, Clara.
You're welcome.
She's indeed a powerhouse. Now back to you. How are you making yourself relevant? You have to create and be part of something bigger than yourself. Nobody will give it to you because you have to work to realize your dreams. Take calculated risk and you will realize nothing great just happens. Be ruthlessly persistent and have a clear focus. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I am Sandra, GUANA on Television Nigeria.